What's up, YouTube? Deadpool 2322 here with a very large haul. 64 books coming at you here. The first thing I want to go over is where I got the hauls from. So, I got it from really 4 places. I got from my local Yancey Street comic book shop. I got some from, actually it's more than 4. From a flea market, and then I got some from, I went to this town called Brandon, and there was this comic book shop called Urban Legend Comics, and I got some comics there. And then I went to a comic show called CityCon in Auburndale, Florida, and after that I went to the same day, I went to another comic show, which was about an hour and a half away, called the Comic Book Connection Comic Book and Toy Show. That particular show was interesting in that it was just one dealer who had rented out basically like a ballroom or a conference room in a hotel, and it was huge. When I walked, there was more comics from that one dealer than there was in the entire CityCon of Auburndale. Now, CityCon was a great time. It's always a lot of fun. If you're in Central Florida anywhere, you should check out CityCon. It's a great venue. So I'm gonna get into, well, let me go over my backdrop real quick. Bear with me as I move the camera here. So as you can see, my backdrop is the Incredible Hulk guitar, electric guitar made by Peavey. It's a quick story. When we got to the Comic Book Connection comic book and toy shows, you pay your $10 to get in, and then they have like all these 50-cent bins, like a bunch of them. There's like probably 20 or 30 short boxes of 50-cent bins, maybe more. And you can pick 10 free books out of there. So you get $5 back out of your $10 entry, and then you get put into a prize drawing for a grand prize, and the grand prize was this electric guitar. As you can see, I didn't actually win it. My niece, who I brought with me, who wasn't into comic books, and she had a good time at the show. At CityCon, she had more fun because there was more than just comic books there and stuff, tabletop games and stuff that she was into. But she didn't spend a dime in this show. I paid for her entry fee. She's my niece. I'm going to take her, of course. And she ends up winning the guitar. And I just thought that was awesome. And it was so cool. And she asked me what I would do with it if I had won it. And I said I would have given it to my son because he's into music and instruments. And he plays a saxophone and a couple different flutes. And he's showed interest in learning the guitar. And so she gave it to my son. So I thought that was awesome, and I wanted to share that. So let's get into the haul, okay? I'm going to try to keep this short, but it's not going to be short. It's going to be long simply because I got so many books and a couple stories along the way. So this first book requires a story. It's called Love is Love. It cost, I believe, $10, maybe $15. I think it was $10. It was limited 1 per person at Yancey Street because they were selling out pretty quick. This book was published by IDW. I won't read this book because everybody says it is extremely sad. And let's see if I can get it. A comic book anthology to benefit the survivors of the Orlando Pulse shooting. I don't get into politics on my YouTube. I'm not going to get into politics on my YouTube. Every human being has a right to live, except for pedophiles. I don't like pedophiles. But other than that, every single human being has a right to live. And I really believe that that was a very sad shooting. I'm near Orlando, so that affected my area. And, I don't really care if this book is ever worth a dime. It was 100% of the proceeds from this book go to the Pulse victims, and their families. So the Pulse shooting victims. So and the pedophile thing was just a joke. If you're a pedophile, you don't have to watch my show anymore. I really don't care if you do, because I have nothing for you. All right, so I'm going to get into the haul and get rid of that. I like to show a new book. Here's my new book. I know, I don't do DC, but my buddy says this is really taking off. It's a great read. The Jock covers especially. I guess All-Star Batman number 6 is super hot. I can't find it anywhere. But the whole series, they say, is a fantastic series. And I bought this just to honestly show it in my show and as my new book. Because, I try to be judicial and give DC some love. But, man, I just... I just can't really care about DC. It's just, they're cool, and, hell, if I found some old Batman or something like that, of course I'm going to pick them up if I can get them for the cheap, but, I like Image, I like, obviously Marvel, and I could even get into other stuff, but just not DC. I'm just not a DC guy. I don't know what it is. I never read any of their books. Maybe if I did, that would change my mind, but can't collect everything. Weapon X First Class, number 3 of 3. I needed this book. It completes my series. Now I can't wait to read it because it looks like everyone that I've talked to says it's good. All right, I'm going to get into a lot of Deadpool here. I'm going to go kind of quick with them. Deadpool, Volume 4, number 36. Love that cover. Deadpool, Volume 4, number 20. Deadpool, Volume 4, number 17. Hate that cover. Deadpool, Volume 4, number 15. Not a fan of that cover either. Deadpool, Volume 4, number 14. I do like that cover. Deadpool, Volume 4, number 13. That's a pretty cool cover. I like how it includes the other characters there. Love this cover. Deadpool, Volume 4, number 9. Love this cover. Deadpool Volume 3, number 46. This is the second appearance of Evil Deadpool. The first appearance is starting to get some publicity because he's becoming one of the main bad guys. The show, people wanted $25 for it, and I don't know, I just figure I can get it cheaper than that. Every one of these books I'm showing you right now, I paid $5 for. Actually, it was $5 a piece or 6 for $20. So I actually paid, $3.50 a piece, roughly. Something like that. Deadpool 57. Deadpool, well, it's volume 357. Deadpool volume 358. Deadpool volume 3, number 61. And Deadpool volume 3, number 63. It's the final one in that run. So a lot of Deadpool. And you know me, I gotta have Deadpool in my hauls. I think I've only got one that I don't have a Deadpool in. Alright, these next couple books, let me change something here. So this is Deadpool Volume 2, number 21. I paid $5 when it was on sale at Yancey Street. Deadpool Volume 2, number 22. I paid $5. That's actually the first appearance of Sluggo. Sluggo's been in... He's a character that shows up every now and again in Deadpool shows. So the rest of the books here I'm about to show you, I paid $50 for this whole lot. Deadpool Volume 2, number 30. Number 32. Man, I love that cover. And these books are immaculate. They came in Mylar. I just left them in the Mylar. I left the stickers on them because I don't want to sticky up the front of the Mylar. But man, I love that cover. And I really like Mylar. If I could afford to put my whole collection in Mylar, I'd do it. I mean, and that's not true. I can afford to do it, but it's the choice between buying comic books or buying Mylar. I think I'm going to go with the comic books. Cable and Deadpool number 6. I love this cover. Number 5. Number 4. Love that cover. That's one of my favorite covers. Great cover. Number 3. Number 2. And of course, number 1. Now listen, the first 6 Cable and Deadpools, they're all in excellent, excellent condition. I got them at the Comic Book Connection, Comic Book and Toy Show. He only wanted 24 bucks for the first 6, and then the other 2 books were 15 bucks a piece, which was a little more than I wanted to pay. They came to $54. He knocked it down to 50. He wouldn't go any lower. But I mean, I've seen Cable and Deadpool in that condition going for 50 bucks alone, so I just kind of figured it was worth it. So that's it for my Deadpool. That was a lot, huh? I got a lot of books to show, so it's taking me a couple minutes to move them around. Nothing's really special about that book, except for the fact that it was the last one I needed for the new X-Men run. So I really just, for me, it's just kind of, it's nice to finish runs, and when you get that last book of the run, it deserves a spot in my show. Recently decided I'm going to try to collect the whole World War Hulk. I started with this. I picked these up for about $2 a piece. World War Hulk #1 and Prologue World War Hulk World Breaker #1. Love that cover. Just think it's a cool cover. Both of them, man. Both of them are really, really nice covers there. So just thought they were cool. If you're not reading Saga, start. Pick that up for $2.50. That's less than cover price, and these books aren't going to go down. This is the next Walking Dead. It's the next Walking Dead. Walking Dead #1's $1,000. Saga #1's about $200 right now. I'm still looking for it, if you can find it. Everywhere I go, you can't find Saga. It's nowhere. This little bit I found is, I should be finding this everywhere, and I can't find it anywhere. #15 for $2.50. Paid $1 for that in a just a random store I walked in. I can't even remember the name of it because it was literally a terrible comic book store. They had all kinds of dollar bins that was just in disarray. 2/3 of the stuff wasn't sleeved, and my buddy was going through one. I was going through another. I got so frustrated I stopped going through them, and my buddy pulled it out. Said, "Hey, do you want this?" I said, "Yeah," and I got it for $1. I paid $1 for that. Chapter 18. I paid $5 for this one, actually. Chapter 20. And I paid cover price for this. Chapter 33. And this. Chapter 34. Gotta love it. It's a great read. I've read the trade paperbacks, so I'm caught up to the end of, I believe, the 5th trade paperback, and I have all the comics after that, and I just need to start reading them. Great read, though. Great read so far. So these next 2 books are just awesome. Amazing Fantasy #1, or #15. Yeah, it's not the real. It's the Spider-Man Collector Series, Volume 1. And then I have Amazing Spider-Man #1 as well. Just pretty cool, you know. Just pretty cool to have those 2 together. I picked them up a long time ago, and I just kept forgetting to put them in my... I mean, I've had these things probably a year, and I just kept forgetting to put them in my damn... maybe 6 months. When I bought all those Civil War trade paperbacks, they came in it, to be honest with you. And I just wanted to show them. I just thought they were cool. And I don't think they're worth anything, but they're just pretty cool to have. Since I'm never going to have those 2 books probably in my collection to show. Alright, now this next group is a group of just old issues. I don't really think there's anything major in any of this. Luke Cage, Hero for Hire #8. These are just ones that I want for runs. #7. I paid $5 a piece for those. I paid $5 a piece for these next ones. Actually, I paid $1 for that one because it's got a nasty nick there. Savage Spider-Man #69. Anything with Spider-Man and old, it's going to be worth money. Especially if it's not in a Spider-Man series, you know. 61. 42. This one was Mark 10. He gave it to me for $5. #6. That's the second appearance of Tiger Shark. This next one I got for $5. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. It's not in the greatest condition, but for $5, I'll take it all day. And I'm going to go... I ended up buying 4 comics, and this guy was an artist. He had stuff there for sale, and then he had just like a bunch of non-backboarded, old, ratty, bagged books there. He had maybe 20. Some of them were in such bad condition I just passed. I mean, some good ones too, like Captain America 110 and stuff like that. But there was 4 or 5 books. He wanted $10 a piece, and I got them for $5 a piece. This is one of those books. So it's not in the best condition, but it's complete. You can see there's a little nick right there where it's torn a little bit, and the spine is horrible. But the book's complete. For $5, I mean, you're not finding Submariner number 2 in a dollar bin, right? Not in better condition than that, anyways. So why not? This next book I literally paid $7 for. It's in awesome shape. I'd say this book's 7.5 to an 8.0, easy. And the thing that's cool about this, well, it's Daredevil number 52. Love the cover. How can you not like that cover? If you don't like that cover, you don't like artwork. And I just love it, man. Daredevil and the Black Panther, early Black Panther. It's in really good shape. There's another guy there that had one about the same condition. He said he graded his 7.5 to 8.0, and he wanted $40 for his. And there was a guy, I asked him, you know, he had a few comics out, and I remember him from last year at CityCon. I knew that his good stuff was behind in boxes. I asked to see his Marvel stuff. I pulled that one out. I got it for $7. I pulled this one out. I got it for $7. And then there was one more book I got for $10. So I was totally stoked to get those 2 books. Like I said, it was great. The guy, backing up real quick, the guy that had the books, the Submariner there for $5, I also got this, Daredevil number 17 for $5. So listen, Daredevil's not that hot. I don't know why. But pick it up, guys. I mean, you're getting books from the 60s about mainline characters for $5 and $10 a piece in decent condition. I mean, these books are all complete. They're not missing anything. Why not? For $5? I mean, come on. Another book I got for $5, Silver Surfer number 6. Now, you can see this one's in rough shape, man. You can see that bottom corner, it's ripped and creased up real bad. But that's really it. The color's great. The spine isn't bad. I mean, it's still square. The back's good. The inside's good. No tears or rips. For $5, guys. Silver Surfer number 6. Show me where you can get that for $5. You're not gonna. Another book I got there for $5, and this is all at CityCon. Captain America number 103. Again, not the best condition. You can see the spine is really bad. You know, it's creased up, but it's Captain America 103. Nothing particularly really special about it, but it's number 103. $5. This one's from Yancey Street Comics. I got it for $10. All new, all different X-Men, number 106. Man, was I excited to get that for $10, and here's why. That left me 3 books, number 101, number 107, and number 97. 4 if you count Giant Size X-Men number 1. We'll go with 4. After I got that, I need 4 books left, and that gets me everything from issue number 90, or Giant Size X-Men number 1, issue 94, up to 350. I got 4 books left. That, I believe, is John Byrne's first work. Actually, no, it's not. That's Dave Cockrum. John Byrne, I believe, started in 108. And last but not least, man, I can't remember where I got this, but I know I paid $10. I want to say I got it at the Nerd Attic or Nerd Out Comics in Tampa, but I can't remember. Like I said, I got so many of these books, but I know I only paid $10. It's the first appearance of Galaxy Master. Just, it's in decent shape. I love the color. Look at that color, man. That color is just awesome. The way the green and the yellow, just awesome. Wasn't even on my to buy list. I have a list of all the keys. It's not even considered a key. But, I mean, it's Hulk 111. You know, it's from 1968 or 69, probably 69. You know, it's $10. And it's beautiful cover. And, you know, I guess technically it is a first appearance of Galaxy Master. If he ever ends up in anything, there's his first appearance, guys. That was a pretty good haul so far, huh? For not really showing a whole lot. I mean, my biggest book so far. Alright, now I'm going to get into the keys. Just bear with me on these keys. This first book I bought, I keep adding places I buy books. I got that at an estate sale for $1. It was actually in my price guide. It was in the price guide. It was listed at $25. It was, you know, I saw where they were selling for about $7 with $5 shipping and handling, so 10 to 12 bucks on eBay. This thing's in mint condition. Not a book I would have ever bought anywhere except probably at that estate sale. If I saw it in a dollar bin, I'd have probably gone right by it. But there really wasn't much to buy at the estate sale. There was a few that I didn't throw in here, a few old Thors, a few, nothing that was major, you know, a few like a Spider-Man 179 or something like that, and then a Dazzler #1, but I've already shown that book twice. It's my third copy. I wasn't going to show it again. But for $1, I thought that was pretty good. And then the other thing I got there, which I've shown this book, this is my second copy, but it's in mint condition. Transformers #8, the first appearance of the Dinobots. I mean, I saw that at the shows this weekend. They wanted $20 for it in pretty much the same condition I am. I got it for $1 at an estate sale. So you can't beat that. I'm jumping all over the place, guys. I really apologize for that, but I really want to say how I got each book. So this next book I got at the CityCon. It's from the guy I asked to see his stuff behind, and I said there was another book I got for $10. This is it. Marvel Spotlight on Star-Lord, The Saga Begins. #6, the first appearance of Peter Quill, Star-Lord, in comic books. Now, he had a 6-series run in Marvel Preview, the magazine. But this is his first comic book appearance. And again, it normally goes for probably $30, $40. I really didn't price it, but I mean, for $10, I wasn't going to leave that there. No way. There's this place called Green Shift Comics in Tampa, Florida. And they had a pretty good sale. Every back issue comic book in the store was 50% off. I went through all their comics. There really wasn't much to buy there, but I did buy this for $12. It's the death of General Thunderbolt Ross. It's considered one of the keys of the Incredible Hulk run. You can see they have a $24 price tag. I got it for $12. Really good shape. Again, not a major key. Went to Urban Legends, and this guy, he had 2 comics there that he wanted $40 for. I got them both for $25. This is Hulk #16. And as you can see, it says First Red She-Hulk. Me, being stupid and not looking it up, assuming that the guy knew what the hell he was talking about. Jeremy almost cussed there. Yeah, I'm mad about this. That's not the first Red She-Hulk. The first Red She-Hulk cameo was in #14. The first appearance was in #15. That's a badass cover, and I probably would have bought the book anyways because I love that cover. But it's not the first appearance of Red She-Hulk, and I really would have been mad if I paid any money for it. But it was pretty much a throw-in. He pretty much threw that book in for the cover price of this book, Hulk #1, the first Red Hulk, and he wanted $25 for that. So I got both those books for that, and let me get a little bit of a glare there. Yeah, well, the Mylar is going to do that, I guess, but man, that's just a look at that book. Look at that book. I like how it's tilted too, man. Just look at that art. I love that artwork, man. Love it. Another thing I got I got this at Nerd Out Comics in Tampa, and I paid $24 for this. No, I paid $20 for this. Actually, you know what? I paid $30 for everything I got there, and I don't remember what all was in it, but that one Hulk, the Incredible Hulk #111, I believe, and this, and then there was a couple others, but the saga runs. That's what it was, 3 or 4 of the sagas, but 7 to Eternity #1. It's a variant cover, but it's a first print. So it's going to go up in value because it's probably already worth more than that right there. Still need to get... Hey, listen, anyone out there got a 7 to Eternity first print in mint condition regular cover, and they're willing to trade it for some of the stuff I've listed, let me know, please. Most of my stuff's not for trade, but if you got one and you want a particular book, maybe we can work something out. Paid $25 for this book at CityCon, Thanos Quest Book 1. I had Book 2. I needed Book 1. As a set, they're $100. I paid a total of $70 for the 2 that I have. So I'm really happy. So pretty cool. At Yancey Street Comics, he got this book in, and he gave me a great price on it. It's Silver Surfer #3, first appearance of Mephisto. He says 50. I actually got it from him for 40. You know me, I'm a big key issue guy, big first appearance guy. I love first appearances. So I was stoked that I was able to get this. This is my big buy from Yancey Street. Probably a 5/5 condition. Let me show you where luck runs in sometimes. That's right. Now I have 2 of them. At CityCon, that artist that had books for $5 a piece had Silver Surfer #3 for $5. Now that condition is not as good. I mean, the front cover actually presents a little bit better. You can see there's big creases right here, and it's a little more faded than that one. But this corner up here is what kills it. It's probably a 4.0. 3.5 maybe. Anyway, I've already traded that book. Collector 27 and I worked out a trade for some books. He gave me a great deal. I don't know the kid. Seems like a really nice guy. Really happy to do that deal with him. But yep, I'm super stoked to have that book, man. First appearance of Mephisto. You want to talk about one of the most sinister bad guys, villains in the whole Marvel universe? It's Mephisto. I mean, his whole sole purpose is to cause hate and discontent. So, my next book I got at a flea market, and I paid $20 for this book. Marvel Premiere #48. It's the second half of the Ant-Man story. $20 for that. That book normally goes for $40. It's well over a 9.0 grade, probably 9.2 to a 9.4. Great book. The only thing I need now is its partner. Oh wait, I got it. Same place for $50. I paid $70 for the pair. That's an easy 9.2. An easy 9.2. What an awesome, maybe 9.4, maybe 9.6 even. I mean, it's just pristine, and there's one little nick right there, and that's about the only thing I could find in the whole book. It's probably a 9.2 to a 9.4. At the shows that I go to, and guys, look, it's by what's selling. You see a price on something, that goes for over $100 all day long. $120 is what they try to get for them in that condition, and then they probably go down maybe as low as $80, but it's definitely a lot more than $50. I couldn't believe it when he had them, and I couldn't believe the price he had on them, and I was definitely going to buy it. And the #1 book of this haul, this, gentlemen, ladies, this is a personal grail of mine. This is a book I never thought that I would have at the price I got it at. I knew I would have this book. Couldn't be happier. The X-Men, #101, the first appearance of Phoenix. Probably anywhere from a 7.5 to an 8.5 grade. The back has a little like dirt on it. Needs to be cleaned. I think if I got it cleaned, it doesn't even need to be pressed, but if I got it cleaned, it's got a little crease in the bottom corner there. Other than that, this book is pristine. You see that price tag for $80? I got to CityCon. I went to that first guy who had all the stuff in the back, and you have to ask him to look through. The problem with that guy is when he pulls the stuff out, he starts looking the stuff up on eBay for what the stuff's selling for, and then he gives you a price based off that. Okay. That takes a while. I was the first one into CityCon. The very first comic book guy, the very first customer to go in. I wasn't going to sit there and wait for this guy, and there was a huge comic book guy right around the corner. So I went through his stuff, pulled the stuff out, said, hey, go ahead and look this stuff up. I'm going to go around the corner, and we'll come back and make a deal for it. He goes, okay. So I go around the corner, and I see this book sitting there for $80. I take it. I take it out. I search the whole thing. I'm like, why is this so cheap? In my mind, I can't figure it out. To this day, I can't figure out why he had it so cheap. So I asked him if the $80 was negotiable. He said everything's negotiable. I said, would you take $50? He goes, no, but I'll take $60. So for $60, this book, I've never seen it for priced under $100. I saw one that was like a 5.0, creases all over the cover, didn't present well at all. And I'm telling you, they wanted like $170, and they were willing to do me a deal to go down to $150. And I considered it because it was the cheapest I had seen. The cheapest I'd seen was $125. That was like a 5.0 with creases all over it. This book is beautiful. $60. You cannot beat that. So that's my haul. It was a lot of books, a lot of cool stuff, a lot of great stories. An awesome trade. I'm just ecstatic about it. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to put a shout out to OMG Chris. Really appreciate you showing off that Yancey Street variant. I'm very partial to my neighborhood store there. They're an awesome place to buy comics or toys, or just go to visit with the people who work there. They're knowledgeable and they like to talk comics, everything comics, pops, whatever you want. He showed one of them off in a recent episode, and then also Collector 27 hit me up, wanted to do a trade. I agreed to it. I'm not really nervous about it, man. I'm sending him 2 books. I don't know who this kid is. He gave me his address. I'm not really nervous about it. We made a decent trade. He sent me pics of all the books he's sending me. It's gonna be my first YouTube trade, and I think it's gonna be okay. I think we're gonna be all right. Pretty cool. Collector 27 and OMG Chris. Thanks again. Yep, that's my haul. This is Deadpool 2323. Till next time, guys. Happy hunting.